Let's head down south. Let's head down to Florida, where the creamsicle jerseys are out in full force. We're talking about the quarterback competition down there in Tampa Bay Buccaneer land. Kyle Trask versus Baker Mayfield. Now, after a few good practices here the last couple days, Coach Todd Boyles has said that Kyle Trask has, quote, closed the gap of becoming starter week one. Outright starter come week one. So pause right there. Outright starter. So that tells me in the back of my head, Todd Boyles and whoever the offensive coordinator is, his name, I can never forget his freaking name, is Byron Leftwich, right? This tells me that they had a 2-quarterback system kind of planned in the back of their head. They're like, hey, we got Baker, we got Kyle Trask, let's do this quarterback system, 1-2. Pause, that never works. Anytime you have a 2-quarterback system in the NFL, it doesn't work. It doesn't work in college. It doesn't work in high school. A lot of players are players that are groove players. You have to get in a groove to really get into the flow of the game to really have a chance to perform. So with that being said, let's just, if that happens, if there's a 2-quarterback system past week one for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, their season's blowing up. Get it out of here, out of town. We don't want to see that crap at all. But we said this yesterday. Me and my man Hoffy sat here on the show and said players can look really, really good in T-shirts. Players can look really, really good in just helmets. And I think Alpha Rob said it best here. They are shooting with blank bullets. So, of course, Kyle Trask is going to look better, right? He spent the last 2 seasons sitting behind Tom Brady, learning behind one of the greatest overrated quarterbacks of all time. Now, with that being said, I do like me some Baker Mayfield. I do like the fact that Baker Mayfield has been on 4 teams in 6 years. Can we say that? I do like that he led the Cleveland Browns to the playoffs. He got traded from the Carolina Panthers because he was doing too good. Let's just be honest. He was doing a little too good, baby. The Carolina Panthers were in full tank mode. They're like, hey, we're going to draft a quarterback either way. Baker, you're doing too good. Get out of town. Then Baker went to L.A., took over for Matthew Stafford the last couple games of the season, kind of sucked the first game, and then the second or third game, he blew up and had a great game, right? And then he's like, and then he signed with the Bucs. So factor crap, there's a true quarterback competition with Kyle Trask and Baker Mayfield. I'm going to go with fact. There indeed is a true quarterback competition. Now, if this quarterback competition lingers on to week 3 of the preseason, we're going to have issues. If this quarterback competition lingers on into week 1 of the NFL season, week 2, week 3, we're going to have an issue. The issue is that we do not want our starting quarterback consistently looking over his shoulder. We do not want our starting quarterback saying, man, if I throw this interception, is this guy going to come take my job? He puts it in there. The next quarterback messes up. Then you put your starter back in and you have this carousel happening and you're like, we don't know what to do. What you need to do is you need to find a starter by week 3 of the preseason. You need to stick to that starter all season long. If you truly think that Kyle Trask is your long-term quarterback, which I do love me some Kyle Trask. I think Kyle Trask is if he gets a fair shake, he will be very, very decent in Tampa Bay. Also like some Baker Mayfield as well. I have not really dove deep into their camp yet, which I will today. I actually have it on the Bluetooth right now. Some joint practices. I love me some joint practices. But this is true. There is a true quarterback competition in